Hi, I'm Carly, and welcome back to MHN Season 6, and this is School Announcements, where I'm going to be giving you all the latest news on MHS and fill you in on what you've been missing during the daily announcements every week. Attention seniors, it's Maynard Local Scholarship time. School counselors have seen most of you in your English class to talk about the local scholarship application. Reminders. There's only one Google Form application that makes you eligible for a number of local scholarships. All students who are planning to attend college, a transition program, or a trade program that costs money are eligible to apply. Anyone who completes this application and is planning to continue their education or training will be awarded some scholarship money. If you have any questions about the application, please contact your school counselor, and this is due by Friday, April 16th, 2021, by the end of the school day. Attention class of 2022, it's time to pay your dues. It is $30 per year. All dues have to be paid off in order to attend class events. If you are unsure of how much you owe, please reach out to your treasurer, Jordan Mullen, or your class advisors, Ms. McAvoy and Ms. McPhee. The next international club meeting will be March 17th at 2:15. Contact Ms. Adams for a link to the meeting. The International Club would like to thank everyone who contributed to the food drive for Open Table. The Saga Club would like to thank everyone who donated personal hygiene items for Waltham House. Sign-ups for March Madness events are now happening. Do you want to be in the cake decorating event? How about some relay races that will take place outside? Maybe you want to show off your basketball skills or get involved with a scavenger hunt? There's something for everyone. Please see the sign-ups with your class advisor or class president. For seniors, this is Miss Lerner, Miss Cairns, or Patrick Briggs. For juniors, this is Miss McPhee, Miss McAvoy, or Grace Wild. For sophomores, this is Miss San Giovanni, Miss Vavra, or Annie Koneska. For freshmen, this is Miss Sullivan, Miss Petrowski, or Megan Silks. Thanks for watching.
Hey guys, I'm Jenny, and normally you see me on MHN's Photo of the Week with my co-host Molly. But this week, I'm here to bring you your special report. Today, we'll be interviewing Miss Lerner to learn all about Peer Leaders. Peer Leaders is a club centered around giving back to the community. They do fundraisers like Candygrams, Fall Cleanup, and Blood Drive. I hope you guys enjoyed this interview because I loved learning all about this club. Hi, Miss Lerner. Thank you for joining with us.
Hi, Jenny. Thanks for having me.
Of course. To start us off, do you want to briefly just describe what Peer Leaders is?
Okay, so Peer Leaders is a group of students, and basically what our goals are to basically work within the Maynard school community, outside of the school community, to do volunteer work, to basically improve the quality of students' lives. I've been the advisor of Peer Leaders maybe for the last 6 or 7 years.
What are your favorite parts about Peer Leaders, and have you learned anything as an advisor, like through the students?
Well, you know, the wonderful thing about working with students is that I learn probably as much from students as they learn from me. They have so many creative and exciting ideas. It's just really nice to work with such motivated students who really, really want to come together and do good and be good, and I just, you know, they inspire me.
I love that. Now, because of COVID, sadly, clubs can't run the same. Like, how have you guys been working through that, and what fundraisers have you not been able to do because of COVID?
Okay, so normally in the fall, for the last several years, we've done a fall cleanup, and the fall cleanup is basically an opportunity for students to go to somebody's house in town and clean up their their fall foliage. We've done blood drives in the past, and that was really amazing, and hopefully when the COVID restrictions have lessened, we'll also be able to bring back the blood drive. During Christmas, we had basically given out candy canes. We did a candy cane fundraiser, and we also did a Halloween fundraiser.
I love that fundraiser. I remember that fundraiser going on, and I got a few from my friends, and it really made my day getting them.
Thank you. Yeah, you know what? It's really nice sometimes to get something like that, because especially students who aren't in school may not have that connection with other students, and just to remember that, you know, your friends are out there and they're thinking of you, even though they're not necessarily seeing you on a full-time basis, is nice to me. And all the money we make, by the way, goes to support any of the other things that we do in Peer Leaders, which is we basically support the Larry Benaria Foundation scholarship that is given to a senior.
Well, to wrap things up, what makes this club so special to the Maynard community?
Well, I think what makes it so special is that, we take on a lot of different things that other people haven't done. So one of the most amazing things that we've done, and unfortunately we haven't been able to do it this year because of COVID, is we brought buddy dogs into the school system. And that was fabulous, just to relieve stress. And we're hoping that even if it doesn't happen again this year, that we're hopefully going to be able to bring that back into next year.
Great. Thank you so much for meeting with me. I love learning everything about this club, and I hope you guys at home did too.
Thank you so much for having me, Jenny. It's always a pleasure to be on MHN News, and I look forward to seeing you in real life soon.
Bye!
Bye. Everybody be well.
And that's it for this special report. It is great to see that clubs are still able to meet during these uncertain times. If you are interested in peer leaders, be sure to reach out to Miss Lerner. It is never too late to join. I hope you guys enjoyed the special report. Now back to the studio.
Hi, my name's Sean Roach, and this is MHN Sports. Football is back. This season, we are going to continue to have a co-op with AMSA. Games will no longer be played on alumni. From now on, the games will be played in Concord on their turf field. During practices, coaches and players are going to be wearing masks the entire time. There will only be 2 spectators per athlete on the team allowed at the games, so unfortunately, no big crowds. The Tigers kick off their season March 19th against Littleton. Go Tigers! And now, here's an interview with varsity football captain Jamie Oliphant. So, Gemma, how do you feel about having to wear a mask during practice?
Yeah, well, wearing the masks along with the helmets is pretty claustrophobic, and it gets hard to breathe during workouts and stuff such as practice and game time.
How do you feel about the new rules that have been implemented?
So the new rules have been put in to keep a social distance on the field. We have more spread out huddles and longer sideline gatherings, so it's not too bad.
And with my final question, who do you think looks best in their uniform?
That's a tough one, but I think the best looking on the team's got to go to Brendan Tugboat Brogna. Outstanding uniform repping. It's incredible.
I would have to agree with that. He's a handsome man.
Hi everyone, I'm Emily and welcome back to Fashion Mania. The 2021 Golden Globes took place on February 28th, and today we're going to be looking at the best and worst dress from the award show. First up is Anya Taylor-Joy, who won the award for Best Actress in a Miniseries or Motion Picture for TV. She wore a custom Dior emerald green gown, which looks stunning on her. This is my favorite look of the night. The emerald green looks amazing on her skin tone. I love dark colors on pale complexions. And her hair, it's simple, it's elegant, and just the whole look is so glamorous, which I feel like is what we've been missing from not having as many red carpets, is just like the glamour, and she brought that with this dress. I'm obsessed with this. I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10. Next up is one of my least favorite looks of the night, which was Margot Robbie. She wore a black and white ruffled Chanel dress with a matching Chanel purse and a black belt. This one isn't as bad compared to some of the other looks from the night, but I just don't like it because it just seems too casual, which is fine. But I feel like I could get this at Macy's, It looks like she should be prancing around in a field, not on a red carpet. I kind of expected more, so I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10. One of the best looks for men at this award show, I think, was Dan Levy. He was nominated for Best Supporting Actor in a Series, Miniseries, or Motion Picture for TV. He wore a yellow Valentino suit. Actually, it's chartreuse, if we want to be technical, but I'm gonna go with yellow. And he also had a sequin turtleneck underneath. I like this because it's different and it's hard for men to be creative with their looks and not just wear like a black tux. So I think this is a great look. I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10. All right, let's do rapid fire. Love Lily Collins, Josh O'Connor, Elle Fanning's looks. Hated Aquafina's. Aquafina's look is a personification of this image. You know, like kind of, yeah. Kristen Wiig. Dude, we're moving on. And Bryce Dallas's look? Yeah, those were not my favorite. All right, that's it for this episode of Fashion Mania. Tune in to next episode because I'm going to be looking at Grammys looks and I'm so excited for the Grammys. So that'll be a fun episode. Thank you for watching and see you next time.
Hello and welcome back to the Writer's Corner. I'm your host, Micaela, and this week's episode is about tiny libraries. I'm sure you're asking yourself, what are tiny libraries? Well, tiny libraries are a book sharing system that is completely free, and it's usually present in small towns just like this. You can take a book, leave a book, it's for the whole community. So the reason I'm mentioning this is because reading is vital to being a good writer. The more you read, the more you learn. So, without further ado, let's see some tiny libraries around Maynard. Hi, I'm in front of this tiny library, which is at the Boys and Girls Club across from the field. And as you can see here, they have a wide variety of books. You can find a tiny library anywhere. We're here on Sunset Street, and this is a tiny library, as you can see. I found this book by Walt Whitman, who is a very famous author. And there's a lot of other really good books in here, but a lot of them are children's books. But that doesn't mean that you can't read them. And for the haul, the first book I got was Great Tales of Action and Adventure, which includes gripping short stories by Jack London, Edgar Allan Poe, G.K. Chesterton, Saki Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, Arthur C. Clarke, and many others. Now this is really cool because I really like a lot of these authors and includes a bunch of terror and mystery short stories, which I'm really interested in. But if you would like it, email me. Second one is Tangle Wreck by Jeanette Winterson. This is all about time being stolen, and you have to find it. A bunch of these people go on a little adventure. If you want it, email me. This is Odd Magic by Patricia McKillip. It looks really cool. It's all about magic, as you can assume, and it sounds really interesting. So if you want it, email me. And lastly is A Wrinkle in Time by Madeline Lee Engel. I saw this, it has a movie, I believe, from Disney, but it sounded really interesting. If you want this, email me, and that's it. That's all for this week. Remember, if you'd like one of these books, please email me, and keep an eye out for any tiny libraries in your area. See you next time!
Hey guys, it's Molly
And Jenny.
and we're here from Photo of the Week to announce the winner of our staff versus student competition.
The winner is
Reese Lowry! Congrats, Reese. You'll receive your $10 Dunkin' Donuts gift card. We will contact you in an email. Bye guys!
Hey everyone, welcome back to Liv and Nat in the kitchen.
This week we're traveling to the Middle East and creating a staple Mediterranean dish.
Miss Fulham was kind enough to lend us her Mediterranean cookbook, and we've decided to make falafels.
We'll also be showing you how to incorporate them into a full meal using pita bread and tzatziki.
I'm so excited for these. Let's get started.
First, rinse off a can of chickpeas and make sure you pat the chickpeas completely dry before you add them to a blender, along with 2 tablespoons of chopped parsley and the juice of 1 full small lemon. Next, finely chop 1 clove of garlic and add that to the blender along with the parsley and lemon juice. Add 1 tablespoon of tahini and the following spices to the blender before blending: The mixture should be finely chopped but not pureed. Next, you are going to roll them in 12 equal-sized balls and flatten them to form patties.
The falafels are ready. Time to taste them.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it's actually not bad. It was definitely a struggle cooking them.
Yeah.
If you have an air fryer, I recommend using that. And I also would recommend putting the falafels in with the tzatziki and lettuce and pita bread because I feel like on its own it wouldn't be that good.
I think the tzatziki just makes it so much better.
I'm gonna give it a 6.5 out of 10.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give it a 7.5 out of 10.
I mean, I feel like part of why I gave it 6.5 is because of the struggles we had. But like the whole pita bread situation was pretty easy.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. Tune in to our next episode if you want to see us make a French dessert.
Now on to the next segment.
Hello, and welcome to Ghost Hunting for Dummies. I'm Lukas, and my co-host Charlie is unfortunately unavailable. He's out doing some things that basically we aren't allowed to film vampire hunts because they can get a little, you know. But anyways, tonight I'm flying solo, and I have recently been chasing a creature that many Maynardians may know. It's a you may have heard of the famous Bigfoot, the Sasquatch. Now, I'm hunting Maynard's own Big Arm, who's actually, I think it's like Bigfoot's mom or something. But the point is, I'm gonna get that thing because actually, that's the main reason why Charlie and I started our whole business. Now, I'd say about 15, 20 years ago, I had a run-in with this Big Arm creature. Now, they call it the Big Arm because it punches really hard. So one day, I think I was about 17, 18 at the time. I think it was like the 80s or something. That was like 40 years ago. I gotta be honest, I'm not too good with time, but I'd say around then. I was driving around listening to some tunes, and one day this big thing came out of nowhere and socked me in the face. Now, I didn't know it at the time, but that was Big Arm, the terrifying creature. So eventually I realized that, well, someone out there has to hunt these things. Lukas here. After I filmed that initial scene, I noticed something strange in the woods. Now, what that was, and I didn't get a chance to film a lot of it, was there was just kind of like lights, lights in the woods. And I know there's a water reservoir, down the path, but this was coming from the opposite side of the Fowler Field, from like the woods. Now, automatically I assumed, oh, it must be just a group of people walking. But then I realized there was a weird sound too coming from that area where assumed people were. Basically, it was a loud like hitting sound, but it was rhythmic. So it could have been it could have been like drums or something. So obviously I was confused and a little freaked out, but I managed to film a couple of clips, and I will play those. That was, I saw a light out in the, there's sounds. There's someone here. I think there's someone, I don't know. I don't know. I think there's actually people. I can hear something. The light's getting closer. This is actually worrying. Goodbye, Ghost Hunting for Dummies fans. Let it be known that I looked at the lights and got scared. So I ran away because I'm alone out here.